Hello everyone and welcome back to Metaphor. Last time we finished the labyrinth with the Goptoros thingy monster. So now we go turn it in to Brigitte, I believe, the merchant lady. I have a really bad memory when it comes to names. And there she is. Hello. What of the issue we discussed earlier? Here it's Horn. Oh, when would this be the Brute's Horn? You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
Mission accomplished, then. You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well. I thank
Quest
you.
clear. We fulfilled Brigitte's request and were rewarded with special accessories, special access, and discounts in her Igniter shop.
All right.
And nice, our first points into courage.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out. By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me? I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise. But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
True, that doesn't sound
Have
so
you made
bad.
up your mind?
Why not?
All right. I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough. You heard nothing just now, right?
Right.
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best. It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard. If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences. Then we have a deal.
I can sense a hint of trust between all the wariness Brigitte feels towards me. And here it is.
Trader and iconoclast, Brigitte. Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Interesting.
The party can now study the
Perhaps it does have
merchant,
hidden depths.
the merchant's archetype, and party can now visit the Lycon Magic Association Igniter Shop in Grand Trad. Good. Oh, it only has 2 stages, this one. At least it looks like it. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the merchant from Brigitte. Alright. I can now buy things from Grand Trad's Igniter shop due to the effects of proof of membership.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Very well. Oh, that took the entire day. Damn. Back to the honeybee.
Amazing.
Back, not book. Not any supporters. Not any requests. So I suppose we could work on our Fabian's groceries for our online tab. I don't want to get in the way. Yeah, we should work on our royal virtues. I forgot what they were called. It's been like a week since I've recorded anything. Some places can get pretty dangerous at night, so watch your back. I'm more familiar with the city than you, so feel free to ask me anything. What activities can we do? Hey, I hear there's an Ishkia selling paintings at the night market in front of the Grand Cathedral. We don't have much need for art, but I'm sure it will be way too expensive for us to buy anyway. But we might find something unexpectedly useful if we go. I think we've already taken a look at it. It's not that great. Let's see. Greetings, older boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We're rarely seen in Grand Red. Yeah, I helped one of you guys and their daughter. But do you know everything about us? So then, any interest in our history, in why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share if you'd like to know. Mustari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? My tolerance. Sure, why not? Glad to hear it. Let's go somewhere else to chat, shall we?
Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we all have 3 eyes. 3 eyes? And that goes for every Mustari? What's it like to see for you all? Our 3rd eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We've our own unique faith, different from the state religion Sanctism. Can only the Mustari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally, we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why at times politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex, and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. He taught me about the Mustari way of life. I feel like learning more about their existence has improved my tolerance.
Alright.
My tongue is getting stuck, trying to read things.
Pleased to hear it.
It may be worth telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if the chance comes. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey!
There's plenty of rumors surrounding a strong monster stalking the Tradia Desert. Everyone in town is talking about it. The army's become negligent. Even with all that's happened, they still won't dispatch soldiers. Since all this began, the army has lacked in manpower, and the recent turmoil has only exacerbated their troubles. Exacerbated. My god. At the very least, they put on a bounty on the beast. Seems that we should just slay it ourselves and be done with it. Perfect idea. I actually forgot about that. We did have the bounty.
Well then.
And I believe we have the informant paid, right? The Lord of Tradia Desert, right? Beyond the large gate, consequently there's no shortage of people being attacked. Man-Eater Manjula, that's the one. Breath burned like fire and foul poison. Resistance to fire magic, ineffective to fire magic. Ice magic is highly effective. Alright, so just go with the magician archetype and we should be fine. That's what I understood at least. Now our supporters. Can we see Brigitte? Not quite. Very well. So let's just head out already and go kill that beast. Anyway, as I was saying before, I just got done recording the last bit of like episode 12. I don't know if you'll remember by the time this comes out. I had to re-record one part, so I just got done recording that. I don't really like the way it came out, but I'm in a bit of a time crunch to get it out, and it's not bad per se.
What now?
So we'll just have to live with it. Do we have... We might have already... yeah, we have Bliss inherited. So...
What now?
Does this resist... Yeah, I know. Details... Weak to fire, yeah. You cannot go with that. Anything that resists fire? Nope. Oh, the merchant looks... it looks funny, I suppose. But it's weak to two things. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated. Gold attacks. Deals weak physical almighty damage to one enemy with high crit rate. What? You pay for attacks?
I see.
Okay, that's interesting.
I see. I see.
Okay, the warrior is strong against fire. But yeah, we'll right now change to the mage, because we already had it. It already comes with Bliss. And it's going to be full of monsters past here. Is this where we want to explore today? I should save first, just in case. Now I'm ready.
This place. Let's
Yep,
go.
let's get in there. Monsters seem to be on the rise. Even this close to the capital, it doesn't take long to feel like you're really in the wild. And present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a manjula. I think we found it. Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed
So
us?
apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran
Well
back.
then.
Let's focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us
Yes.
forever. So you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any, so let us be about it. Some bounties require a number of enemies to be killed before you go fight the main target. Once you defeat the required amount of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle. Okay.
We got this.
Those are level 11 now.
I see the
Can
enemy.
we... Oh yeah, we one-shot them in overworld combat.
There they are.
Feels good, man. It's buried under the ground, so we can't hit it yet. There we go, much better.
I see the enemy.
Nice work.
Man, it's so absurd.
Charging in.
Like, I remember in the
Right
demo
there.
trying to fight one of these, and it destroyed me instantly. This feels like a fever dream. Now that's a bunch of dogs.
There they are.
Come out, come out.
Time for some close up.
We got this. They found us. Get ready, everyone.
I don't see the big guy yet. Oh, there's plateau in the middle of this
I
desert.
don't see anything we can't handle easily.
Let's push through.
There's
Let's stash that
items.
somewhere safe.
Alright, rested armor. I didn't go purify equipment or like reveal equipment either
All right.
Amazing.
from appraisals. I need to properly remember what I do before starting a new recording, or else it gets simple. Too simple for my liking. This is like meant to be a relatively high level at times, because it's also funny when I suck at the game.
Amazing! Great
But like at
move.
least general knowledge of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei
I knew you could do it.
does carry over a bit. Can I take you out? Please? Yes!
We have the edge. Let's take them all out. Vitus
Now
power.
you are weak to fire, so I have a couple of extra turns perfectly taken out.
Captain.
I just want that mag.
Keep your energy up, everyone.
Look at that, 500.
Wish
750
every fight was
actually.
that easy, eh?
And we even ranked up the mage. Now some more doggies. All out. All gone.
Look,
I'm sensing something huge, and it set it right for us. It seems like messing with its back has made it really angry.
all right.
It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in the town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but something like this to appear. No kidding, this isn't the type of fella the city guard can handle. We gotta do something.
And focused.
Watch yourself, this is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine. Here he comes, brace yourselves. What level are you? 22!
Vitus power.
My goodness.
You hit their
I
weakness.
can't afford to hold back. I shall vanquish evil.
Oh yeah, they're definitely beefier.
Hack and slash.
Is everyone all right? Behold, we stand together.
Coordination
Gonna lower
is
its
key.
defense
And
with
thus
this.
I end it.
Attack and defense down.
I have your back.
Oh! Oh, that's nice!
Slowing you down.
Ice.
That's the last benefit that we got
Let me after me. No. No holding back.
from ranking up her bond thingy. All four, beautiful.
Join with me.
I mean,
Not this.
this is
joke.
as best we can do, I think. Alright, we did put like a physical attack on her, I forgot.
It's okay.
And it's weak to strike as well.
Freeze.
Easy battle.
In that. Hack
And this should do it. Done. Could have gotten ugly, but Hulkenberg really came in clutch there. I wonder if it's exclusive to the Knight archetype with her or not. Ironclad Bond increases defense by 10%. Defense increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. 27 endurance. She is hella tanky. Got its tail,
However,
and that this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military truly must be short-handed.
Even so.
True, and well, I'm glad we can profit from it. This sort of thing is really their responsibility. I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized, for now anyway. Absolutely, that's enough for now, Silas. Let's go and report at the recruitment
What do
center.
you think?
Leave it to us now. Shall we return to the entrance?
Say,
Not yet. There might be some chests around. And monsters, yeah, but we can take them out easily. We took down the big boss thingy. And it had some lore, I believe. Oh, we cannot ride the sword, great. We are in combat zone. I tried jumping on the sword. I don't actually think there's anything else. I
Feel
can...
my power grow.
Nice one. We ranked that up.
Nice. You're gaining strength.
And we got the electricity skill.
We did it.
I don't remember how it's called. I'm pretty sure it's the electricity skill. But yeah, it looks like we cleaned up everything except this gold
Let's
beetle.
stash that somewhere safe.
I wonder what they were used for. I have 3 with that one now. Let's go back. We won't be doing anything really. Just mindlessly grinding a bit. It's not very fun.
Hey,
Or entertaining to watch. It's going to be night soon, so should we call it a day and head back?
Okay.
Yes, please. It'll be dark by the time we get back, so we won't have time to do anything else anyway, but that's okay, right? Yep. Back to the Grand Tavern. Grand Trad Tavern, not Cavern. We've taken down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect her for compensation, as we most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Silas, let's go in and I do not know how to speak, man. Every week I lose my ability to read properly. Let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Oh,
Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity, but that doesn't mean that we should waste the time we got before the theocracy makes its proclamation.
so
I agree, Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I would have us ready to face him, confident in our strength, and I wish I was confident in my reading. I'd thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well after such a feast. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. Wait, what
Time
did that say?
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I didn't read Silas's inner thoughts. What did that say? What did it say? Please tell me I can check it.
well then.
I hear a voice. Yeah, okay. Not the memorandum, this. Okay, no. Sharing a moment of peace. Don't mind me. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Yeah, we should go see Stroll for sure. But first, to the recruitment
All
center
right, then.
to get my money.
let's go.
And maybe accept more bounties if there are any. Surely not. You managed to slay the bounty? That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Done. Increases courage and 10k.
All right.
Ooh, we are a bit over halfway to courage rank 2. Eloquence is garbage right now. We need some points in eloquence. Although tolerance is... Oh, nice. We've rised in the popularity rankings.
Amazing.
And we got a trophy. Monster Hunter. Watch out for the copyright. That's really 10,000 reef here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay out this well. I'm afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. The recruitment centers and other cities should also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance. If we ever move from this city, we've been here for the past, what, 15 episodes? I don't really know which one this is. 16 maybe?
No.
Since I record them in bulk, I don't have time to perfectly plan out where each of them is gonna end. I kinda just do that based on feels, and to not have them be too long. I've kinda failed in that regard. We have a couple of like 50+ minute episodes.
Is in thy hand.
So I'm gonna try to not go over an hour ever, because I know those really long videos are a slog to watch sometimes. Some people enjoy them, and I don't blame them. They can be really fun to watch. Just super long content without thinking much, or just having it as a background noise. But like to properly watch the video, I do feel like between 30 and 45 minutes is like a really good sweet spot, especially for a long game like this. It's you staying put like this puts the Day of Calamity in mind for me, so I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydran, that landowner in Grand Trend my family's whole caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say he's clever and not in the good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. I was told Lord Hydran comes here often. Right on cue. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydran, but how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray. No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying that I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus? I don't know what that word means. I mean, I can guess based on the context, but I don't know how to pronounce it. They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Just that... Yes. That came so weird. So, fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. What about your people?
What? Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. Yet you won't help him.
Hang on.
Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet. People are real assholes.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Rangif. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydran to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, called it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide. Please don't apologize. That you were sent to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Haliatis must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or, I should hope, to greater heights still. I'd heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but Did you say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So, you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the state. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. We should go take a look.
Well then.
Sounds like an investigation is in order. Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No.
No.
I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been there to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head-on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure how I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve.
He.
The proud noble Stroll, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
Power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank 3,
Of course I'd like you to come.
and now the party can now study the Swordmaster. I said now twice. So we have our first evolution of sorts. The Swordmaster. Nice. I do hope you will find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come to your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whenever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Stroll and I return to the others. And we got 1,000 mag. We did pretty well with the responses, I think. We got a couple of dialogues where I didn't get any, but that's fine. I hear a voice. Oh, Brigitte at night. Yeah, let's go talk to Brigitte. I didn't expect it to be a nighttime thingy.
Say there.
Let's go look for her. She's in front of her shop. I mean, like, I expected
head there
that,
right away.
kinda. We're getting a lot of things done in this episode. That's nice. Maybe by the next one we'll be over the deadline and
Well.
the church will move in and
Just you.
do their announcement. So it's you. You seem unscathed. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? Let's go.
Now then.
Alright, come in.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes.
What?
Is it actually some vicious monster or something?
No.
No, it's as weak and pathetic as it looks. Harmless. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-Igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe Igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you. Why hide it?
Why?
Why do you want to keep it if you're forced to hide it? I could tell you. It's because I like animals. It's up to you whether you choose to believe that. Oh, I see. I could tell you it's because I like animals. Like, it's a potential reason she just doesn't want to tell me. Anyways, follow the rules I gave you. Betray me and you can be sure I'll make you and your friends regret it.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it whatever you want. I'm not really sure why, but I've been trusted with taking care of Brigitte's dog. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, just using magic without an igniter. Did you look into us?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it is my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Huh. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps. You say that, but I can become king.
you.
I'll be frank, Silas, you're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damned things from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel, if nothing else. It'll be amusing, no? I can sense Brigitte's faint expectations and trust toward me. Bond rank 2, reduced mag for starting the merchant lineage.
Farewell.
You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. Okay. Already, that's all you want me to do today. You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you, something impossible for me. Skill issue.
See you.
Until next time, we'll be waiting, or at least the dog will.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, what can we do? Stroll mentioned the armor shop offered discounts on Idle Day. Never hurts to be prepared, right? Maybe it's a good chance to take a look. Also, I don't know if you heard that, but the phone made a noise. I don't know if someone called, but it didn't ring. Weird phones. How dare they?
Hey, listen.
Let's go into a shop and check out all of my rusty equipment. Lower prices on Idle's Day. We have a lot. Sure, we'll appraise everything, I guess. Iron gauntlets, strength +2. Sanctuary's mantle, magic +2. Researcher's coat, magic +1. Damascus vest, nothing special, just a lot of defense. Apprentice surcoat, magic +2. Silver abacus for the merchant. Nice. Cooling staff, we already have that one. Silver lance. No, I was about to say, like, that's why the Manjula thingy was weak to strike, because... no, I don't think it was. It was also weak to strike, because we hit it with Hulkenberg. Well, we appraised everything. You can buy the golden EP. Or EP. EP? I don't know. It's funny. It's pretty strong. But yeah, it's also 40,000, so no, not for now at least. And we should also go to the church to purify my equipment. What is this shop up here?
That will be quite enough.
Comfort concoctions, I imagine it's items?
And what is it you want?
Always affordable, but today they are cheaper. Yep, it's... revival medicine, give me those. I need them. Parch water. It's sold out as well. Maybe for some future quest? Could be. Let's see. There, the church. Hello. Please purify my stuff. Demon Slayer Pike. That sounds incredible. Increases damage against demi-human type monsters. And Sentinel Greaves automatically increases defense at the start of battle. We are definitely doing that. And it's on Silas as well, that's nice. And the Demon Slayer Pike, indeed as well. I think I'm gonna not do the coat yet, or ever. We might have outgrown its usefulness. At least in the defense aspect. It's not that strong anymore. And let's see. I have been informed that we will now allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those were the words of the association's Brigitte Lycon herself. With that being the case, allow me to help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs. I hear a voice in my mind. Those who see duty through to a completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Thanks. We have very expensive igniters that allow us to do one single type of magic. Oh well, actually it's a multi-target, so it could be good, but I'm not gonna buy any of those. I'm gonna sell everything though. Sorry. Oh, I swallowed saliva down the wrong tube. Oh.
Alright then.
We should...
Alright then.
There is a spot right over there.
Let's head there right away.
Next to the item shop. I think it raises eloquence, I believe.
That will be quite enough.
That's the icon for eloquence. Activist woman. Excuse me, you're of the Elder tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. Really now? Tell me more. I'm a part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause. But this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause. Just 250 reavers, so that alone should save one person from dire circumstances. Yeah. We have way more than enough. It seems like a nice cause as well. Thank you, I swear I'll use your donation as best I can. I don't believe it, but you really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There aren't many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging. It looks like she's serious about helping where she can, but she seems kinda down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successfully encouraging the activists might help hone my eloquence too. There we go. Let's do it. Oh, how wonderful. Then please come this way. The Paripus, the Ujif, I don't know which tribe that one is. The Mustari, and of course the Elda too. These tribes are abhorred by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in this back alley, right? The dirty work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Actually, no, there is one other option. Become Igniter experimentation subjects. But there's no guarantee they'll survive those. Yikes.
I don't know about that.
That's so awful. You be careful too, please. I don't know much about the experiments myself, but I do know, even though they're all over and considered useful tools, blood is being spilled for their development. I don't have many people on my side, and I haven't been able to help many people yet, but knowing there are people like you out there gives me confidence to go on. People like you who see injustice and actually try to do something about it. This world would be a better place with more people like that. Looks like my support was a source of encouragement for her. I feel like my eloquence has improved. Nice. By very little. But it's always good. And fairy dust, thank you. It's not much, but here, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
We had a hearty exchange of opinions. It's about time I get back to everyone. And it's nighttime already. We'll do one more...
What is it?
Royal Virtue activity.
Really coming down.
Not the kind of day I like to be out in, but the shops are having sales. It's because it's raining, right? Yeah.
Alright then.
I mean, because it's Idle's Day, and not the kind of day you would like to be out on because it's raining. That's what I meant. We could do the...
Let's head there right away.
The fairy tale guy, to raise our imagination. Can we do anything here? Oh, hey, Stroll. Yeah, I know worrying about it won't solve anything, but I can't stop thinking about Grius. Every time I see Maria's room or Fabian's face, I can't just shake the guilt. Real. I admit, I'm relieved to hear you say it. We're only beside him a short time, but we risked our lives together. What we learned was invaluable. Knowing that risk, he still became our ally, still took us under his wing. Perhaps I saw something of my late father in him. He was a man who put family first and country a close second, though they looked nothing alike. Still, I mustn't dwell on it. Grius would want us to focus on what's ahead, and he would be right. Tolkenberg's here too. I've reached out to my contact, but no information's coming from the army as of yet. All signs indicate that quite a bit of internal turmoil, perhaps just scheming and plotting to ensure Forden takes the throne. I see. Let's go hear that fairy tale. Hello, sir. Ah, the fairy and the elder. I'm glad we meet again. I believe we were in the middle of a story. Would you care to hear the next part? Yeah, let's do it. Lovely, let's head to the tavern and I'll pick up the tale. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. We've hit a bit of a time skip here, as this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the Forbidden Cave and became hopelessly lost. Wow, mischief does really run in this family. Haha, so it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out confused, what? It was the first time he'd even been to the cave after all. Then the fairy said, don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast. And that's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment and then said, you people die so young. The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before she could vanish, he turned to her and said, thank you for helping my grandfather. If you're wondering if this story will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems to be tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy, and meeting you like this, who knows, maybe it really is fate. I thought about the curious part fairies play in our fate. I feel like my imagination improved. By very little. It's only two tiny little points, man. Come on, give me something better.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
announcement is soon.
So Fortin's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his going to be anyway? Wonder if he's going to thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral. Somehow I doubt it.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the State Army is getting all the credit for taking that bad human after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point in contemplating it further. Until then, let's simply do what we can, and as we wait for the events to unfold. But that won't be in this part, since we are very close to that 50-minute mark I talked about earlier, that I don't like to surpass. So we're gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna see the announcement. Exciting stuff. See you all then.